Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of Real Estate Rescue with Greg Ferrera. I wanted to just take a minute first to say thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. My VP of Operations and Production always asks me to remind you, please like and subscribe so we can keep doing this for you. And I was just thinking it's fall. I'm trying to put out valuable information for you right now. What's going on? One of the things I really enjoy and I'm excited about doing this show with you and for you is it's about now. I'm not talking about last year, next year, 30,000 foot views. I'm not here just talking about stats around the country and what may or may not happen. No. I've been doing this in the trenches for 30 years. So my perspective, and I do a radio show here in Idaho on the weekends. So my perspective is one of experience and being very present in the market today. So I'm thinking we're coming into fall. Both buyers and sellers are struggling. They're challenged. In many cases, there's a gap, right? The prices are up here. The buyers are upset. The prices are here. The sellers are upset because it's crickets and the buyers aren't coming and they used to be. And so we have this gap right now. And I'm trying to help people close that gap. And the best advice I can give is this is pretty common. Buyers are going to end up we're going to end up paying more than we want. And sellers, we're going to end up getting a little less than we want. And it's fall. And I want to encourage you, buyers especially, there are motivated sellers out there. Maybe they haven't reduced their price as much as they should have, or maybe they haven't reduced it at all. And they really have a beautiful home. I'm going to say right now, go for it. Write an offer. Give it a shot. It doesn't cost anything to write an offer. It's free. Well, you got the real estate agent's time, and it can be a little bit of a hassle, but I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it doesn't cost any dollars to write an offer and try it. And I'm not saying lowball the sellers. There's a lot of dynamics in offers. You can be afraid that you're offending the seller. There's a lot of those things, but you can also do some homework on the listing. How long has it been sitting? What's the history of the listing? There's some signs that you can, research and figure out that there might be an opportunity to make an offer. Talking to the listing agent, sometimes they're not supposed to tell you what the sellers will do, but they may say, hey, my folks might be motivated, write us an offer and see what we can do. So I want to encourage you, especially right now, we're in fall. We're not coming into fall. It's fall right now, middle of October. They're getting ready for the World Series, right? The pennant games are on. Football's underway. College football, both pro and college, fully underway and engaged. So fall is here. Leaves are changing. And for those of us in the real estate market, there's some things we can do. We had COVID. Things seemed pretty cool, pretty easy. The market was moving fast. A lot of frustrations for buyers. Sellers were, quite frankly, in heaven. Heck, what do you say when you're a seller and you get offers of tens of thousands of dollars over your original list price? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, when you become a buyer, that wasn't as cool, not as much fun, because you're fighting with a bunch of other people. And some folks had limited resources. Others just had cash, were able to write checks for homes. It was a very interesting time. Now we're here, 2025. Moving into 2026, just around the corner. I think there's still going to be some opportunities, but I was looking out at the trees and thinking about all the folks I'm working with and the things that I learn and things I hear around the country and what's going on. I just want to encourage you, take a chance, go for it. If you're a seller, decide if we want to sell, drop the price a little bit, bite the bullet, drop the price a little and see if you can get the home sold. And, go for your new transition. And I've said for years, real estate is the life transition business, right? We don't wake up on a Saturday morning and say, hey, let's move for fun, unless we're nuts. We don't do that. So real estate is the life transition business. We're making a transition. And I just want to encourage you right now, as a buyer or seller, take a shot at it because all we have is right now. I don't know what the world's going to bring us after the first of the year, next spring, next summer. We can all, we can fantasize and we can try and figure it out from here, but I don't know. And we have right now. And many people can capitalize on their opportunities, get moved, and enjoy that next stage of life if they'll just make a couple of minor adjustments. Buyers, be a little more aggressive, be willing to maybe make a little bit higher payment. I know it's not ideal. Maybe you can get some help. Maybe the sellers will help you. The sellers will help you buy your rate down, maybe help you with some of your closing costs, make it a little bit easier to to go through the process financially and, and allow you to get moved into your new home for the new year and get on to the next stage of life. And for the sellers, buyers, I say go for it. Sellers, bite the bullet, drop that price. And depending on where you're at, $1,000 is not enough. Sometimes 10 is the start. It might be 25, it might be 50,000, depending on where you're at. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. Make comments below if you want. I'm happy to engage. There is a science to the price reduction game, if you will, in real estate, because if you're currently not selling, you want to get your home price down to the next group of buyers that are looking. And there's a science to that. It's not magic, and sometimes sellers don't really want to know what the reality is, but we're better off dealing with the truth than not, right? Fantasyland doesn't work very well, and if you're currently listed for sale and you're just getting crickets, that can be very frustrating. And as the days go by, the home can get market worn, and then people might start wondering what's wrong with it, when in fact there might not be anything wrong. So go for it, take a little gamble, make that price reduction, and see if you can't get an escrow. Get your home sold and closed before the end of the year so 2026 offers you and your family brand new opportunities for the new year. All right, that's what I got. Just a thought. Whether you're a buyer, whether you're a seller, get aggressive, give it a shot, get through this transition, have some fun, and create some new opportunities for your life in 2026. All right, thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe as always, and we'll be back real soon with another segment. Take care.